This conference will now be recorded.
I would like to call the February 8th meeting of the Zoning Commission to order. Can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Zabel.
Here.
Ms. Himmelheim.
Here.
Mr. Cott.
Here.
Mr. Creedy.
Here.
Our first item of business is to approve the minutes from our January 11th meeting, which everybody should have received a copy of. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes. I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any additions or corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, call the roll.
Mr. Creedy.
Yes.
Mr. Cott.
Yes.
Ms. Himmelheim.
Yes.
Mr. Zabel.
Yes.
Carried. We have no items of old business that have carried forward, and we have 2 items of new business. The first one is a zone change request from M3 Heavy Industrial to S1 Special for the property located at 8180 West Sylvania Ave. Darrell, you want to take us through that?
The subject property at 8180 West Sylvania Avenue consists of a 9.6 acre lot on the north side of Sylvania, currently zoned M3 Heavy Industrial and used for a concrete plant. The subject request is for the northwestern 2.4 acre portion of the parcel. M3 zone parcels used for quarry abut the subject parcel to the north and west. A fire station zone S1 Special abuts to the south of the requested portion of the subject parcel. The applicant is requesting a zone change to S1 Special for a 2.4 acre portion of the subject lot. This portion is in the northwest of the parcel and directly rear to the north of the applicant's property at 8210 West Sylvania Avenue, already zoned S1. The purpose of this request is to create a new training facility and apparatus maintenance facility for the Sylvania Township Fire Department. Should the zone change be approved, the subject portion of the lot will be split from the parent parcel and combined with the applicant's parcel. The request is not compatible with the Sylvania Township Land Use Plan, which advocates industrial for this area of the township. The Land Use Plan's corresponding zone designations for this recommended use are C4, M1, M2, and M3. However, the subject request represents a downzoning to a less intense use than that which is recommended by the Land Use Plan. Further, the new facility would not present a new or different use to the area, but an extension of the existing fire station use. The Lucas County Plan Commission planning staff recommended approval in its staff report, and at its January 25th, 2023 hearing, the Lucas County Plan Commission voted unanimously to recommend approval to the township of the requested zone change to S1 Special. Zoning staff recommends approval of the zone change request from M3 Heavy Industrial to S1 Special for the property located at 8180 West Sylvania Avenue for the following 3 reasons. 1, the proposed zone change should not create an unreasonable adverse impact upon the surrounding residential properties. 2, the proposed zone change is consistent with the purpose, criteria, and standards of the Sylvania Township zoning resolution. And 3, the proposed zone change is harmonious with the surrounding uses. And the applicant is here this evening as well.
So basically, we're just asking to extend some property for the fire department to have a training facility and a maintenance facility.
Right.
Is there anybody that wishes to address the zoning commission on this request? So step to the podium. If not, anybody have any questions for Darrell?
I mean, if you have questions, we can answer.
Does anybody have any questions?
Just one, as far as training, are you guys building like a tower back there? Like,
Yeah.
we see some of the other
Step to the
areas.
microphone. Name
Sure.
and address.
Chief Mike Graham, Sylvania Fire Department, 6868 Ramblehurst in Sylvania. Tom, what the plan is, and it's a vision that I've had for about 10 or 15 years, is currently our training facility is behind the police shop on King Road. And every time we burn and stuff and train back there, we're not being good neighbors. And I get phone calls quite a bit. Why are we hearing backup alarms? And why are you guys out there at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night? And when the township was looking to possibly purchase that whole property, and when Gherkin and Coolman decided to keep it, we met with them and we told them, basically showed them what our whole plan was or what our vision. Obviously, it's not going to happen next year, but it would keep us out of neighborhoods. We're basically in the quarry, so I thought it fell right into what we were looking for, and it's just an extension of the property that we already have there. So
It also allows you more room when you get like your community fire day.
yeah,
And with kids, we park next door,
yes,
but now you guys have more room to do it. It's a good event.
yeah, and in the maintenance thing, we're looking to add a larger training room. We're training now indoor, our regular meeting room only holds about 20 people. So we were looking at increasing that to maybe what's the number I have for 80. And we could split the room in half. We could rent, visions, obviously, of things we could do with it. But right now, all the guys on shift, we can't even put in that one training room. So it would definitely increase our ability to get the guys trained. So.
Makes sense. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to approve the zone change request? Mr. Staples made a motion, to have a second? Have a second, motion and a second. Any additional comments or questions? Seems like a good use of the land. Call roll, please.
Okay, Mr. Sable.
Yes.
Ms. Himmelheim.
Yes,
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mr. Creedy.
Yes.
motion carries. You guys don't have to stick around if you don't want to. The second request is a zone change request from ADJOURN Plan Unit Development to RA Low Density Residential for the property located in 2445 Wilford Drive. Dale, you want to take us through that one?
The subject property at 2445 Wilford Drive consists of a nearly 5-acre undeveloped lot on the west side of Wilford. With 330 feet of frontage, the lot has ample frontage along Wilford. Smith Ditch and Hill Ditch intersect on the subject lot, and the majority of the site is within a floodplain. Vacant lots belonging to the Stonebridge condominiums abut the subject parcel to the west. These are zoned R2 medium density residential. To the north and south are single-family dwellings in the Rolla Gardens subdivision and zoned RA low-density residential. The applicant, Westgate Chapel, also zoned RA, is on the opposite side of Wilford to the east. Originally part of the Rolla Gardens residential subdivision, the subject property was replatted in 2004 as Chapel Villas following a change in zoning to PUD Plan Unit Development the previous year. At that time, the intent was to construct 3 two-family villas for missionary housing on the parcel. A zoning permit was obtained for the initial duplex, but never constructed. The applicant wishes to sell the subject property with the intent that a single-family dwelling will be constructed on the lot. They are requesting a zone change to RA low-density residential for that purpose. The request is compatible with the Sylvania Township Land Use Plan, which advocates low/medium density residential for this area of the township. The Land Use Plan's corresponding zone designations for this recommended use are A3, RA, and R2. The Lucas County Plan Commission planning staff recommended approval in its staff report, and at its January 25th, 2023 hearing, the Lucas County Plan Commission voted unanimously to recommend approval to the township of the requested zone change to RA low-density residential. Zoning staff recommends approval of the zone change request from PUD Plan Unit Development to RA low-density residential for the property located at 2445 Wilford Drive for the following 4 reasons. 1, the proposed zone change is consistent with the Sylvania Township Land Use Plan, which recommends low-medium density residential uses at this location. These uses include the RA zoning designation. 2, the proposed zone change is harmonious with the surrounding uses and zoning. 3, the proposed zone change should not create an unreasonable adverse impact upon the surrounding residential properties. And 4, the proposed zone change is consistent with the purpose, criteria, and standards of the Sylvania Township zoning resolution.
the property. Is there anybody who would like to address the zoning commission on this? If you do, I'd like you to step to the podium and state your name and address, please.
Chuck Dombrowski, and I live at 6612 Regents Park Boulevard, which is the property adjacent to the west of the parcel under discussion. And I just had a couple questions relative to how the property would be divided relative to the floodplain. Because there's a lot of floodplain on the property, and just wanted to understand from the staff where the unit might be constructed on that particular property.
I'm a representative, I can state that if you would like.
No, okay.
I'll let you come to the podium and state your name and address.
I'm Chad Boyers, my residence is 10456 Belmont Meadows in Perrysburg. I am the listing realtor for the property as well as the secretary of the elder board for the church. And there is no plan to split the parcel up. As I have discussed with potential buyers, and we do actually have a current buyer under contract to buy pursuant to the zoning change. Their plan is to build a single family residence in the far southeast corner, which is where you see the out of flood zone location on the map there. They understand that that they will still likely be required to have flood insurance on the property, but that's the location will be in the southeast corner of the area, which is partially out of the floodplain.
No, perfect. I'm actually going to ask you that. So, just so I understand the diagram, all that in light blue is the floodplain, is that yours?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay, so the property would be, oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Where the green is south.
Correct.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's roughly where they are planning on putting their property.
Okay.
They are not planning, because the lower left, so the southwest portion is all wooded, and they are not planning on taking any of those woods or those trees down at this point in time.
Super.
I can't say down the road, but they've indicated to me they're not planning on it.
Very good. Okay.
And certainly the ditch area that goes across the top, there is a county easement. The county has access, that will never be built near or on. They have setback requirements there.
Thank you very much.
Is there anybody else that wishes to comment or ask questions about this? Do any members of the zoning commission have any questions? So we're basically going from having no one built on the property to a single family house.
Correct.
Any additional questions? Okay. No additional comments? Then do I have a motion to approve the zone change?
I'll make a motion to approve the zone change. I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the zone change. Any additional comments, questions? Hearing none, call the roll.
Okay, Mr. Zabel?
Yes.
Ms. Himmelman?
Yes.
Mr. Kraft?
Yes.
Mr. Creedy?
Yes.
Motion carries. Good luck with your property. Anything else that we need to do with the good order? Are we going to have a meeting in March?
No, we will not.
April.
Only renters.
Yes.
Yes, we will have one in April.
Okay. Nothing in March, and we'll see people in April then. Anything else? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Creedy?
Yes.
Mr. Kraft?
Yes.
Ms. Himmelman?
Yes.
Mr. Zabel?
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.